Welcome to Economic Business Insights. I'm Daniel Makina, and this is your Editor's Corner for the 6th of November 2025. Today's focus is one of South Africa's defining economic moments, the 2025 Medium-Term Budget Policy Statement, or MTBPS. Our feature story carries a fitting title: South Africa's Fiscal Redemption Hinges on Credibility, Not Illusion. Like Charles Dickens' Great Expectations, it draws a parallel between fiction and fiscal reality. Just as Pip faced disillusionment in his search for identity, South Africa must confront the limits of debt-driven growth and the cost of delayed reform. The upcoming MTBPS is more than another policy document. It's a turning point. Growth remains subdued, according to official data. Real GDP growth is estimated at around 0.6% or lower in 2024, and prospects remain weak. Debt continues to climb. The International Monetary Fund warns of a debt-to-GDP ratio reaching around 88% by 2030, unless tighter policy is adopted, and the global environment is growing tighter by the month, with rising interest rates, geopolitical friction and structural headwinds. This is the moment to restore credibility, discipline, and fiscal direction. Anchoring inflation expectations through a formal 3% target could strengthen policy alignment, but credibility will only hold if government spending becomes truly disciplined. We advocate for a risk-based fiscal rule, including a debt anchor and an interest-to-revenue ceiling, to institutionalize sustainability. The benefits are clear: lower borrowing spreads, renewed investor trust, and greater policy coherence. But true fiscal redemption isn't just about restraint, it's about spending smarter. That means reallocating resources to growth-enabling sectors like education, infrastructure, and the digital economy, areas that the IMF and the World Bank identify as crucial for unlocking South Africa's long-term potential. We also highlight the need for a structured consultative budget framework to strengthen legitimacy and collaboration. In a coalition context, participation and transparency matter just as much as technical precision. Ultimately, South Africa's fiscal journey is not defined by grand gestures but by character and conviction. The MTBPS must be more than numbers. It must reflect values, rebuild buffers, and restore the nation's confidence. As Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala once said, "The real issue is not how much we spend, but how well we spend." That principle captures our message perfectly. Smart expenditure, guided by evidence and accountability, is the true engine of sustainable growth. In this edition of Economic Business Insights, our feature story, South Africa's Fiscal Turning Point, What to Expect from the 2025 MTBPS, explores the expectations and fiscal outlook. To our second story, From Local Titans to Global Players, Corporate Credit Ratings as Africa's Invisible Growth Engine, highlights how credit ratings are quietly reshaping African finance. Our third story, Mauritius, the Indian Ocean Bridge to Africa's Investment Frontier, examines how one island nation is bridging capital into the continent. And finally, in our Business Corner, we track the trajectory of the US dollar and its implications for emerging markets. So, as we navigate the complexities of fiscal reform and global uncertainty, remember, redemption lies not in illusion but in credibility, courage, and consistency. To dive deeper into today's analysis and explore our latest stories, please visit the link below to read the full articles on Economic Business Insights. Until next week, stay informed, stay inspired, and stay ahead.